Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? In this video lecture I am going to discuss some MCQs of chapter number 4, liquids and solids. In first MCQs, ionic solids are characterized by solubility in polar solvents, so D option is correct. In case of second MCQ, the amorphous solids have no regular arrangement of atoms, but it can have small regions of orderly arrangement of atoms. So we can say that D option is correct. Can possesses. Here are some spelling mistakes. So these can possess a small region of orderly arrangement of atoms. So D option is correct one. In case of third MCQs, the force of attraction between the atoms of helium is. These are London dispersion forces, and London dispersion forces are the forces or type of forces which are developed in between non-polar molecules or atoms. In case of fourth MCQs, which of the following is a pseudo-solid? Which of the following is pseudo-solid? B option is correct. Glass is pseudo-solid. Glass is pseudo-solid. Moving to fifth MCQs, diamond is a bad conductor because there is no free electron present in the crystal of diamond to conduct electricity. Its correct option C. Sixth MCQs, the weakest intermolecular forces for A. The weakest intermolecular forces for in these forces we can say that induced dipole forces are the weakest. Induced dipole forces are the weakest type of forces. In liquids, intermolecular forces are reasonably strong. These are reasonably strong. So its correct option is C. In case of fifth, values of heat of vaporization for liquid with strong dipole forces will be. Values of heat of vaporization for liquid with strong dipole forces will be reasonably high. These should be reasonably high due to the forces of attraction or dipole forces. In case of ninth MCQs, instantaneous induced dipole forces are also called London dispersion forces. Down the group polarizability generally increases. It increases due to increase in electronic cloud or atomic size. Due to increase in atomic size, we can say that polarizability also increases. In case of 11th MCQs, trend of boiling points of halogens from fluorine to iodine increases. These increases due to increase in size. So its B option is correct one. Molecules of hydrocarbons with large chain length they experience strong attractive forces. So its correct option is B. Next MCQ, hydrocarbon which generally have high molecular masses exist as a solid form. They can exist in the form of solid. Moving to 14th MCQs, exceptionally very low acidic strength of HF is due to due to small size of fluorine. When H is lost by HF, F negative becomes unstable due to small size of fluorine, and it regains hydrogen ion, and hydrogen ions are not in the form of ionization or individual ion. So we can say that it is weaker acid due to small size of fluorine. So its correct option is B. Moving toward 15th MCQs, a long chain of amino acid are coiled about one another into spiral by hydrogen bond. Evaporation of water is possible at it is possible at all temperatures. It is possible at all temperatures. So its correct option is C. C is its correct option. The boiling point is low for a liquid with the boiling point is low for a liquid with very high vapor pressure. So its correct option is C. At equilibrium rate of evaporation and rate of condensation. At equilibrium rate of evaporation and rate of condensation become equal. So D is correct option. In an open system, vapor pressure of water at 100 degrees Celsius at sea level is it's 760 mm of Hg. 760 mm of Hg. So its B option is correct one. Molar heat of vaporization of water is 40.6 kilojoule per mole. It's 40.6 kilojoule per mole. Next MCQ is when external pressure is 23.7 torr, boiling point of water is when pressure is 23.7 torr, the boiling point of water is 250. It will be 250 degrees Celsius. Distillation under very reduced pressure is called vacuum distillation. Under very reduced pressure will be vacuum distillation. Water may boil at 120. Water may boil at 120 when external pressure is 1489 torr. 1489 torr. Amount of heat absorbed when 1 mole of solid melt into liquid. When solid melts into liquid, form at its melting point is called molar heat of fusion. Moving to 25 MCQs. Ethanol is much more soluble in water than ethyl ethanoate. Which one of the following statement correctly account for this? Ethanol is polar molecule but ethyl ethanoate is non-polar. Ethanol is non-polar molecule but ethyl ethanoate is polar. A hydrogen bond is formed between hydrogen atom of hydroxyl group in ethanol and oxygen atom of water molecule. C option is correct one because both contains hydrogen bonding, so it will be more soluble in water. C is the correct one. Next MCQs. The boiling point of a liquid will be lower at high altitude because at the top the pressure will be low and the boiling point will also be low. So its correct option is A. Next, the process in which liquid can be made to boil at low temperature is called vacuum distillation. It is vacuum distillation. So A option is correct. Why is the boiling point of methane greater than that of neon? A molecule of methane has a greater mass. A molecule of methane has more electrons than a molecule of neon. A molecule of methane have stronger intermolecular forces than those of neon. So its correct option is C. It has stronger intermolecular forces than those of neon, so it will have greater boiling point. In case of 29 MCQs, the amount of heat required to vaporize 1 mole of a liquid, heat of vaporization, molar heat of vaporization. A is the correct option for 29. Which of the element in crystalline form will have the lowest enthalpy change of vaporization? Lowest enthalpy change of vaporization, it's argon. It's argon. Because it's non-polar, so it will have lowest enthalpy change of vaporization and can easily be converted into vapors. In case of 31st MCQs, crystals show variation of properties, physical properties depending upon the direction. Depending upon the direction, this property is called the property which depends upon direction. This is called anisotropy. C is the correct option. In case of 32, certain melt to a turbid liquid phase with properties of liquid as well as some degree of order like. Such turbid liquids are called liquid crystals. These are liquid crystals, and among these options we can see that D is the correct option, liquid crystal. Isomorphous crystals show same crystalline form. They show same crystalline form. C is the correct one. Existence of an element in more than form is known as allotropy. For example, carbon has 3 allotropic form: graphite, diamond and buckyball. In case of 35 MCQ, crystalline form of the same substance can coexist in equilibrium with each other at its transition temperature. It is the only temperature where two crystalline form can coexist. B is the correct one for 35th MCQs. 36 MCQs, crystal lattice of a substance can be categorized into. A crystal lattice of the substance can be characterized into 7 types. Covalent solids are composed of. These are composed of molecules. In case of 37, we can say that neutral atoms. Covalent solids are composed of neutral atoms or molecules. So its correct option is C. A 38 MCQs, carbon atom of diamond or sp3 hybrid. These are sp3 hybrid. So C is the correct option. Molecular crystals are generally soft. Ionic crystals are brittle. No, these are hard. These are brittle. We can mark both of them. These are hard as well as brittle. So I am going to mark the A option. I hope that you have completely understood these MCQs. If you have any question regarding these MCQs, you can comment in comment section, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, share my videos to others. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.